Allah, eh. Day in a break, everybody on the hustle. Some people know like peace, they want some trouble. Crime rates on the increase. The government can protect the people. Hold up, no justice for the poor. Yeah, like the way we're living, we treating one another unfair. Like the way we living, we treating one another unfair. Yeah. What's the hope for the future? What's the hope for the future? What's the hope for the future? The hope for the future. Yeah. We have everything in abundance, but we die and rot and bleed. We pray, asking love for another Moses, cause all we have is pharaohs. Yeah. In our suffering is what they're making business of. Yeah. The rich get richer and the poor people suffer. Them promise say, them bring development and better education. Our lands are fertile, no food on the land. Our children, we're pushing into bag. Look the way we're living, we're treating one another unfair. Yeah. Look the way we're living, we're treating one another unfair. Yeah. What's the hope for the future? What's the hope for the future? What's the hope for the future? The hope for the future. Our forefathers were taken into slavery, but in the modern time like this, we're children and slaves. We're fighting a war not with guns and bullets. The enemies I see are my brothers and my sisters. We're diggers of graves while we're still living. Don't judge a book by its covers. Looks can be deceiving. Whenever the sun shines, must come a rain. Who will come and take away the pain? Look the way we're living, we're treating one another unfair. Look the way we're living, we're treating one another unfair. Yeah. What's the hope for the future? What's the hope for the future? What's the hope for the future? The hope for the future. Yeah. What's the hope for the future? What's the hope for the future? What's the hope for the future? Yeah. Hope for the future. Yeah. Hope for the future. Hope for the future. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hello. My name is Miss Monet. I'm a neo-traditional artist from Mama Liberia. I showcase our Liberian culture and tradition to the rest of the world. And today, you are watching Across Africa TV network.
Hey, come on in. Welcome to Libtalks,
where we discuss all the issues, especially the tough ones.
Where does it happen? Live, of course.
Here on Across Africa's Facebook page and on Libtalks Facebook page.
Every Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Miss the show? Watch it again on our YouTube channel, Libtalks.
Hi, I am Eva and I am spunky and bold.
Hi, I'm Jennifer. I'm nice, but don't get it twisted.
Hi, I'm Hawa and I give it to you straight.
Hi, my name is Rose Joy and I speak with a passion.
Hey, it's Isis, the fun girl. Go ahead, Mom.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to LIB Talks. This show is an open forum for real conversations with no prejudice to race, gender, or social class, but conversations that will evoke, inspire, and encourage our audience.
All right, ladies. Let's shake it up, shake it up, shake it up, shake it up. Are we ready for today's show?
Yes,
Yes, we are.
Okay.
yes, we are.
Yvonne, mute yourself. Okay, let's jump right in with some Ebonics. You heard?
Hey, everybody. Well, the world is a melting pot where different cultures come together to mix at times and mingle, sometimes for the good, but not always for the better. Either way, it's an opportunity to learn from each other. We are all saying the same things, we just have a different way of saying it. Every country, city, and some boroughs have their own colloquialism or slangs. They have their special way of understanding each other, even if the rest of the world doesn't. On this segment, it's colloquia. We're sharing colloquialism from around the globe so that you can be hip to the slang. Now, this week, I decided to do Ebonics, which is basically the slang that's used mostly here in America by basically African Americans. And most of these terms are from my niece because I wanted to keep it up and hip because I just know what I used to say back in the day. But she gave me some words that were, a little bit hipper. The first word that I know from back in the day is called Bama. We used this back in the day. In Liberia, it means you fisi, you wawa. So Bama. That's what we used back in the day. Now the next one is Nigga, nigga, not Nigger, which in Liberia means my man, Bobby, just, you're calling your friend's name or whatever. Now, these ones are from my niece. I've never heard of most of these, but she just gave them to me. I say, okay. The first one is called cap, which means to lie. Back when we call it, telling stories, a lie, what I'm talking about. And the other one is no cap, means no lie, which in Liberia, that true. You're saying the truth. The next one is shook or stunned. I mean, we say che, we say hayaka, but shook or stunned, that's what she gave me. Now, T, drama. We call it G. The person who can give it to you, that it's so that it. Another one is for real, which we can say, what do you say? How you say? What do you say? Then she said they do a lot of abbreviations. DTM, which is doing too much. I mean, for me, I would say bouncing, like Mr. Bouncing can be bouncing, so I'll say bouncing. And the other one she gave me, I didn't know which way to put it, is I'm dead or weak or too funny. So I didn't know how to put it in our Liberian language, but that's another one. And my last one is zaddy. Now this one I have to define for you. What is a zaddy? A zaddy is
Barack Obama is a zaddy.
He's a zaddy.
A zaddy is somebody, it's an older man who is hip, fit, all the younger ladies like him. Back when we call them gopa, I want to gopa then. I know, a book can be kind of big, but zaddy in America means you're very hip, you're very fit, you're very handsome, you got salt and pepper hair, you just look delicious. So those are my phonics for the day.
I learned some new things today. What is DTM?
GTM.
DTM, too much.
Doing too much.
Doing too much.
The other day, I heard my kids, my 6-year-old talking about you capping. I said, what? I said, you trying to shoot guns? What
You're lying.
Then they told me what it meant. I said,
Lying.
but there you have it, folks, okay? In the world of slangs and the colloquial, you have all learned Ebonics today, okay? So moving on, we have a viewer that would have been better off speaking Ebonics versus the foolery he wrote. Hawa, go ahead and school this viewer for us, please.
Y'all know it. This segment is called Viewer Insight. Here at LIB Talks, our viewers are the single most important thing to us. We value all of your opinions, your suggestions, and your comments. As much as we want to inspire, evoke, and encourage, we are all also here to learn. Our opinions are often based on our life experiences. So far, we will not agree or on everything. On this segment of Viewers Insight, we will choose a specific viewer to acknowledge. It may be something new they want to teach us or suggest, or it could just be a comment. Well, the comment that is on today's Viewers Insight comes from our viewers from last week's show. His name is River C. Paul. He's on Facebook. First and foremost, we would like to say thank you, Mr. Paul, for watching and engaging with us. We assume that you are a man based on your profile picture and your comment. However, if you are not, please correct us, but we think you're a man. So, on last week's show, we had the continuance of the rape culture and discussion, and then we added that with the issue of domestic violence. You had a whole lot to say. As much as we appreciate our viewers' insight, these were your response. And I'll say in quotes, this is exactly what you said. Bassa women love their men to beat on them. They see that as an act of love and care. You didn't stop there, Mr. Paul. Oh, no, you didn't. You then made another comment, and I quote, feminism and women independence is killing a lot of relationships. Well, on today's Viewers Insight, we'd like to dig a little bit more deeper in your comment that you made. For instance, let's start with your very first comment. Bassa women likes to be beat on. I'm not Bassa. I am Peleg Bandi. I know a lot of Bassa women, and I refuse to believe that they enjoy being abused and to be taken advantage of.
Oh no.
Ladies, please tell me, what do you think about that comment?
I think it's a stereotype. It's just plain wrong. It's a stereotype and it's plain wrong, especially when it comes to abuse. No woman wants to get beat on. Basso, not basso, whatever. We don't want to get beat on. That's not right.
No.
Can I go into the second one?
Go into the second one, because before some of us got married, we claimed the independence card, and that worked for us. So please, school this man a little bit.
For men and women, when you marry, does not mean somebody own you or you own them. You both are together, but you have to be separate too. You are your own woman. You still should be a woman. Even if you're home taking care of children, you should have that time to yourself to be a woman. That's what we don't teach our girls and teach our women, that about independence and not having to always depend on a man for our, well-being. Like, oh, you got to have a man for you to be somebody. No, you can be independent and still be a wife and still be a mother and still be a auntie and still be everything. But you have to have that separate self, Mr. River G. Pro.
Right.
Oh my God.
Well, Mr. Paul, anyone else want to school Mr. Paul a little bit? Because maybe he need a little education about women as a whole.
No,
we don't want to be beyond.
She said it all.
She said it all. Well, Mr. Paul and anyone else, we thank you for your insights. We appreciate your comment. However, the next time you come in to say such a thing, please think twice about it, because you have some grown women on this show. You have independent women on this show, and not just on the show. As you hear Eva rightly stated, we should be independent. You should learn how to stand on your own, that you don't need a man to validate you. Like, really, you want that. You want a woman that you can say, yes, I know she got it. She can afford to take care of herself, so you know what she's going to have our family. And most importantly, violence is not necessary. That is not love. That is hate. You don't love somebody if you put your hands on them. Think twice about it, Mr. Poole. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well,
and that's all.
That's it.
There you have it. After women have fought for our equality all these years, Riverside School is determined to set us back yet once again. Thank you. The devil is a liar and back to sender. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Although we may not agree with everything our viewers comments, vice versa. Y'all may not agree with everything we say. We are still committed to respectfully responding to your comments. So don't be shy, comment, because maybe next week you might be the one to make our viewers insight. And so join us, comment, let us know. What's new from the juice box, girl?
Since we finished with Mr. Paul, I'm not done yet. So our next segment is fresh off the stand. So I don't know if it's a pet peeve of mine or what it is, but this one I can't stand. All right. So why are some women tearing each other down, especially in the presence of other people? They want to make mockery of themselves. They want to make food of themselves. What happened to the girl code? What happened to sisterhood? Some of us have a lot of anger, jealousy, and pride to lead us that we cannot build with our sister, but we rather fight or tear them down. Did we come to America to try to fit in, or did we come here to take advantage of all that great opportunity? So most recently, there was a fight on Facebook, and it's just getting ridiculous. So there are videos out there about two people fighting. I guess they were over a man. And my thing is, there are people that are standing around that are pretty much chanting them on, like, go ahead, fight this way, or move from over her, or go punch her this side. So have you ever, or will you ever, ladies, get physical with a friend or another female and then have someone record it just to place it on social media?
Can I have the floor?
Go ahead, babe.
First off, this girl ain't fighting over no man. Okay? Me right here, I am not fighting over a man. I don't care what you do. I might fight over my money, but I'm not fighting over a man. I'm sorry, okay? Because there are, just like men think there are plenty of fishes in the sea, there are plenty of goats in the farm, okay? So I'm not going to do that. Secondly, if I feel like as a friend or whoever, if I have to fight you, then we don't have a friendship anymore. I mean, because the line has been crossed and that respect will no longer be there, even if you try. Because I feel like if we have to get to that point, there's always going to be some type of competition, some type of somebody trying to prove who they are constantly. So yeah, for me, I would never, I wouldn't do that. I have in the future, and just to say the friendship is no longer there. That was a big hindrance in the friendship once we got physical with each other. It was never over man business because, like I said, somebody approached me about even my own man. I would say, well, that's my cousin. I'm not fighting over you.
I know that's right.
Someone else? It's my cousin.
I was like, yes, I've done it before. So a woman approached me. Oh, do you know so and so? Oh, we've been there. I said, oh no, that's my cousin.
And be done with it.
And done. I said, we not about to fight.
I mean,
Shut it down.
for me personally, I feel like back in the day when we were busting boutique, when you really come into fight, if you're not there, you miss the fight. It is just that simple. If you came on time, you saw the fight. But if you're not, you're gonna miss the fight, and that's it. So I don't understand what is this thing or all the standby people standing by and watching people fight. And my thing is, if I bring my girlfriend to come and fight somebody, God forbid, okay, and somebody is on top of her, I can't stand to watch that. I won't be able to. So I don't care if it's a fair fight. Let her fight. Get on top of her. Move on top of her. Like what? I'm sorry, one of my girls getting beat up or whatever the case may be, I ain't holding the phone. I'm fighting. I'm jumping in. Period.
Oh.
But anyway, you know,
Jen got some thug in her.
Okay. Anyway, you know, there's a lot of like people just don't have nothing to do, and they find social media to be something that it gets on every time. Like Ava said, if a friend have to fight me, I don't think we can be friends anymore. And that is that deep line. And for me, I'm a Leo. You know, if you cross me and I tell you that you're not my friend, you are not my friend. You know, I better find something else to do than to go and fight you and stuff like that. And to the ladies out there, you know, there's a lot of things to do in this country. Get yourself busy. Get on the internet, do some online courses, go to the park, go walking, go ride your bike, do something, and start getting yourself into these little bitty trouble, you know, because you're fighting, you can hurt someone, you can kill someone, you know. So try to do your best to avoid fighting. Fighting is not a good thing because something can happen over there and your intention wasn't on that, but it kind of happened because you got into a fight. Now you get in trouble. You have to go to court. You have to go to prison. Your family have to suffer. Just avoid that. If you can't be a friend with a person, just keep your distance. And I tell people, being silent don't mean that you're stupid. That means that you are clever, you have more sense, and you know where you're going. So, you know, that's that. I just want to put it out there to women out there, you know, that find themselves getting angry and want to jump into a fight with someone else.
For me, the first thing I think about, you know, before getting into anything with anybody is my child. Because if I go get in a fight, something happened.
Yep.
You know, that's me. If I want to get angry, then I small anger. So I just walk away. And think about my son and think about my child. You can say I'm this, you can call me all the names in the world, but I know in the end, I did the right thing to walk away. Because when I get in the fight, don't be easy. Last fight I got to was in middle school. And I almost put child to school to the hospital. So I said, you know what, my anger can be too much. So let me just walk away from you and just leave it at that. That's it. It's not worth it.
Well, as for me, I'm the one I got the muff. I don't have the harsh words. I'm not fighting nobody. We can talk.
We can talk it out.
I'm not. We can talk. I can show you how to talk. Okay, but I ain't fighting. No physical. No nothing. You're not going nowhere. I'm not meeting you anywhere.
I know, get Junior.
You're not going to recall. You're not going to recall me fighting anybody. I just don't feel like social media is the place for such a thing. I think there are other ways that it can be handled instead of you having it on social media. Because what's the point? That's another question. Why do you think that women or girls fight and they put it on social media? What do you think they're trying to accomplish when they do that?
I think attention. They're trying to seek attention. And recommendation, and which of course I feel like that's dumb because one thing someone see you fighting, also they're already defined as being not intelligent. They see you as someone that wasn't read the right way. They see you like, oh, maybe you're a rebel, you're a gangster, and all these other things, And sometimes you are not. Sometimes you just got angry and you just couldn't control yourself. And one thing I tell people, you are responsible for your reaction. I don't care what someone do to you. Your reaction is your responsibility. Always remember that. So if someone try to provoke you, and if you react, people are going to look at you. Oh, she did this or she did that, but they don't even know the beginning or they don't even know what happened. So always keep it in mind that you are responsible for your reaction.
Absolutely.
Well, ladies, I'm sorry. Anyone else want to chime in?
I keep saying the same thing. If I want it, I think that if that whole premeditated where you like, oh, we'll meet at 7 o'clock to fight, girl. If you have to do all that, then you gotta find something. Because I'm the kind of person where if it's happening now, it's happening. If it's not, if I slept on it, I'm not thinking about you the next day.
No.
So
and also, you got to be careful. Your job. They're looking for you on Facebook. They come to find your social media. They come to see how you act when you go for future interviews. On Facebook, all people got to do now is just Google you.
Exactly.
Google you, and they got everything. So you got to be careful about that too. Where do you plan for your future to go? And you fighting over what? Especially over something, a man. I mean, come on now.
They are
and I made a minute because every Saturday I just be laughing. Not laughing at you and you're making that ego bigger. What's the purpose? What's the reason? If you cheated on both of y'all, then I said both of y'all. Well, let me not promote violence. Let me leave it at that. Don't fight people.
Stop fighting.
Get him and beat him up, and don't try to fight each other. How about that?
I feel like if you are fighting, because maybe sometimes they don't even know they're being recorded, and just heat of the moment, you just have ignorant people just wanting to make you look stupid or whatever, and they don't realize that they're fighting. But if I feel like if I'm getting into a fight and my friends are there, even if you didn't jump in, but somebody is recording and you don't knock that phone out of their hands, or you don't jump on them to fight, then you're not a friend, because then which means you're in collaboration with what they're doing.
Right.
At the end of the day, you should have friends who are going to stand up for you and stick up for you and not allow you to be put on social media or things like that happen to you. So if you don't, period, at the end of the day, they're not your friends. They want to look a damn fool too.
Well, as you can hear it, I guess you have already hit on some of the circumstances of violence or fighting and some legal issues that these people can face. Because I feel like in our community, when these videos are being recorded or when they're thinking about, oh, I'm going to go fight this person, they don't think about the legal issues. They don't think about what's going to happen if you hurt that person. They don't think about the community of which that they're fighting, and somebody can call the cops. And some of the legal issues you can face is stuff like disorderly conduct, assault and battery. They're not thinking about that. Bystanders can get in trouble too. And there are laws. I guess each state is different, but there are fines. You're talking about anywhere from $25 to $1,500 to $250,000. Like, you were talking about a lot of money and time, and even jail time.
Right.
Like, you have to think about all the things that you can possibly face if you're going to put yourself in that position. So to our ladies out there who wants to fight for whatever reason, either for man business or just because you just want to show that you are the tough one on the block, that nobody can mess with you, I tell you this: find another means. Find another means of relating that message without being violent, or most importantly, without being violent on social media that everyone else is watching and making mockery of you, making a fool out of you. Think about it. What do you think they're doing when they're watching these videos? Do you think they're like cheering you on? They're like, oh my God, look at this person. Look at that girl. Why is she doing that? Don't she have kids? Or shouldn't her kids be doing it? You understand what I'm saying? So you need to learn to address your situations off of social media.
Can I say something? Something just comment just came across the screen, and somebody saying, "What if you're attacked by someone?" I mean, that's just a whole different scenario where you don't know and somebody attacks you out of nowhere. I'm gonna kill you. You're not about to attack me out of nowhere. There's a thing called self-defense.
Yes.
And whatever I got in my possession, I'm going to defend myself with. And at the end of the day, if something happens to you, guess what? You're 6 feet under. I might catch a little case. But I'm getting off with self-defense. You can't just go and attack people. You know, those people who are bullies, you want to bully people, you want to just attack people out of nowhere, you and your girls be jumping people and things like that. You don't know what's going to happen. At the end of the day, even like Eva said, some of y'all have kids, y'all not worried about your kids at home. Y'all have careers, you're not worried about your careers. Y'all have families, you're not worried about your families, but you are out there acting a whole Dumbo. Yeah. Big flappy dumb ears, acting a whole Dumbo for the world to see, and it makes no damn sense. All that money that you're going to pay to get your behind out of jail or to clear that off your record, y'all need to get together, collaborate, start a business, start a restaurant, start a bar. You know what I'm saying? Start a dating site. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Pay the law, something.
Well,
saying.
Yeah, heard it.
One last thing, like I said, I had a fight in high school, and that fight followed me throughout even trying to go to college.
Wow.
Because once you get suspended, all of that is in your school records. The only thing that really saved me was I had good grades. So that stuff follows you throughout. And this is for some of the high school or younger girls here, or even college or whatever. It can follow you throughout. So thank God it wasn't social media at the time when I was growing up. It does follow you. So just be careful.
Yeah. You got to be careful.
If social media was around when I almost threw that girl out of the window off the second floor, second or third in high school, and like you, Eva, I had good grades and the teachers liked me, and that's the only reason I was saved, and that thing got cleared off my record. Okay. Y'all play with it.
We are not about violence.
No, we're not about violence. No, that was
self-defense.
If someone's gonna come at you guys, just remember, like we said, if someone attacked you, you know we're human beings. Your instinct is to attack back. You want to attack back.
Yes.
But there's such a thing of self-defense. Okay? Just be mindful of how you are attacking back. If you're like me, use your words.
Hold up, Hawa, because let me say this. I teach my kids, okay? Because nowadays bullying is a big thing in these schools. That's a whole different topic. But bullying is a thing in school. And I teach my kids to stand up for themselves. I say you use your words, you walk away, you do what you can do. But the minute somebody put their hands on you, you attack them like you didn't know tomorrow existed. You beat the mess out of them. No, because nobody's gonna. You cannot be bullying somebody and provoking. That you can talk.
She's speaking.
Well, you're here, Ivis. But go ahead, Rose.
I'm sorry. I just want to piggyback off of her. It was a situation with my son. You know, my son is such a gentleman. And I don't know. I've taught him how to fight back, but he just can't. So with a kid like that, sometimes it's difficult to just to know what to say to them. So we just want to just people to just be mindful. Who you come across, because sometimes even people don't fight back, but sometimes they are waiting for something one day and it just can go off. And something different can happen. So I just wanted to piggyback off of her.
Yes, and that's really important. I mean, we'll do a whole different show on bullied and what we think about it, especially as parents. But
Yeah.
just remember to the young ladies out there, that video was very disturbing. Just seeing people fighting, you can get hurt. You can traumatic brain injury. It can happen just that instant.
Yeah.
Like you don't know what you're doing to the person, and you're talking about jail time, and you're talking about losing your children, losing jobs, losing great opportunities. So I'll say to you, find a different way to handle your violent behavior. And if you need help, there are counseling out there. Some people can't help it.
Yeah.
Seek out counseling. Get counsel. Talk to somebody about that mindset that you just want to go fight when something happens instead of handling it differently.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just our little insight on what fresh off the stand of that disturbing video of people fighting, and for whatever reason, we hope that they're okay, and we hope that they learn to take their issues off of Facebook. All right, y'all.
Okay. So we are going to Ghana. We are traveling. Where are we going? Ghana.
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 To Ghana.
Going. We are going. So we are going on a trip, and we are going on a trip. We are going on a trip. Where? Ghana. Welcome to the Traveler's Guide. This is the part of the show where us and you, our viewers, board the virtual plane to a new destination. Somewhere you rarely hear about, somewhere you never been and might want to travel to. That place the media put as Islam or wildlife meeting place. But one is no more. Bucket your seatbelts and let's explore. It is the beauty in the beast or not. So we are going to Ghana. So Ghana, one thing about Ghana. So gold was something that Ghana had way back, and the Portuguese, they came and bought half of Ghana, and that's what they call Aracos. So where Ghana used to get the gold, and they were rich in gold, Aragos came. They came and they named it Aracos. So that's why I guess I don't know the gold used to be. Second, that Ghana was rich in cocoa. Ghana first export was to Britain. Yes, I didn't even know that. That's great. Um, so secondly, Ghana was so gold. There was like 60 million pound of gold that Ghana had, and the Portuguese came and they took that away from Ghana and they named the place Ivory Coast. So and Ghana have this thing they have every year in Ghana at the end of the year is called Afro Cello. Is a very nice program that it brings people together. Okay, that's Ghana. So that's the flag. Like I said, it was rich in gold and cocoa, and also they used to have kings and queen in Ghana. Very beautiful place. That is Afrocello. That is where people go from everywhere in the world to go there and celebrate. Um, they have this celebration of all the Black people. It's a very good event. That's something that we should go to. I so want to go to it. I can't wait. Um, so food, that's Ghana Afrocello. So the food is jollof rice, even though like Brock can cook the best jollof rice anyway.
Oh Lord.
The best genre ever. They have beef. Banku. Oh, I love banku. Oh, I love that's my best food from a Ghana friend. I have a Ghana friend. That's the only thing I eat from her, banku. Um, so Ghana's a nice place. You know, they have nice beaches and stuff. You know, they also something about Ghana. Ghana was they're always like smart people. They are smart people. They are constructive. People from Ghana are very, very kind. Even though sometimes when they speak in the tree, it's like they're harsh, but they they are good people. Ashanti was a war that happened in Ashanti. It was Ashanti war like way back. Also, Ghana food is plantain. They usually eat plantain, fufu, and goat. Oh yes, I love that. I love that. So don't forget the
Afro
Cella, the Afrochella event. This is a big event. Make sure you try to go there. Viewers, try to plan in December. It's in December. Even when you're in Liberia, make sure you can take a weekend off and go to Afrochella. So, anybody want to say anything about Ghana? I think one of my friends know how to speak tree.
It is say Medasi. Thanks to one of my best friend Joyce. She taught me a little bit. Now we're going to say mid-call.
That's all. So that's it. That's it for Ghana.
All right. Okay. So I don't know about y'all, but Afrochella is on my bucket list.
Yes.
I just hope it's around long enough, so I can go there. We will be right back after these announcements and these.
Hello, hello, hello. My name is Miss Monet. I'm a neo-traditional artist from Mama Liberia. I showcase our Liberian culture and tradition to the rest of the world. And today, you are watching Across Africa TV network.
Hey, come on in. Welcome to Libtalks,
where we discuss all the issues, especially the tough ones.
Where does it happen? Live, of course.
Here on Across Africa's Facebook page and on Libtalks Facebook page.
Every Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Miss the show? Watch it again on our YouTube channel, Libtalks.
Hi, I am Eva, and I am Spunky and Bold.
Hi, I'm Jennifer.
Hi, I'm Hawa. I give it to you straight.
Hi, my name is Esther, and I'm with Passion.
Hey, it's Ivan. The fun girl.
Hello, people. We are back, everyone, and we don't want to waste any more time. So we just want to get into this juicy topic. So let's transition, guys.
Yeah.
Eva, take it away.
All right, everyone. Well, you know the famous saying, don't judge a book by its cover. It was so popular back when we were growing up because we did less judging then. At least some people think so. We cared less about your hair being laid, how big your behind was, how full your lips were, or even if your lashes were on fleek. There are no pressure to be snatched for the gods, but we liked you for you. Well, in today's society, most people go straight to the cover and they judge it and they judge it and they judge it. So today we're going to be talking about body alteration, or going under the knife, or however you want to call it. Ladies, my first question for you is, what is your definition of body alteration?
Making a change to something that you don't like about your body. Just changing it up. Spicing it up a little bit. And that's
Putting some hot pepper on it. Something good and shiny. Yeah.
Anybody else?
I mean, I have a quick question. Like, if you gain weight and you go to the gym and work out, is that what we're talking about here?
Nah.
No.
No, you know exactly what we're talking about.
I'm just
We're talking
kidding,
about
guys.
getting tucked,
I guess body alterations is getting snatched.
putting in some lips, putting in some Botox.
For enhancement, getting snatched.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Enhancement. Enhancement.
Taking
We'll say
that fat from here and putting that fat back there.
Okay.
Back there, exactly. Now, what do you guys do? You think that it's only, or who gets body alterations? Is it? I mean, I know we usually talk about women, but who do you think? Have you seen like any with men, or do you think it's basically women that get these body alterations?
Don't men get their PP cut to look like a vajayjay?
Oh yeah, yeah, they do.
But that's something. Is that body?
That's something different.
That's alteration. You alter your body.
We're talking about alteration in the sense that men will enlarge it. That's the kind of thing. Like enlarge it.
Did you do that?
Men get enlarged, yes, and they also get their chest done. They put biceps and pecs and stuff like that. Men get their lips and their stuff done too.
Even the
I don't know if you guys
thing, the back of your foot, your calf.
There's this guy, he calls himself the male Ken, and he's had like everything done. So they are men that can't go under the knife. Men get liposuction too, to suck out fat in their midsection, their donut section. So it's not just women.
I think we have a problem.
Yes, men definitely are doing it now.
Ivis, are you surprised?
I didn't know men could do that.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yes, they get packed in like to make their chest bigger, your biceps, your triceps, even your, what is that muscle behind your leg? What is your calves?
Your calves, yeah. They do put silicone in their calves.
Yeah,
I have been bamboozled all these years.
Yes.
Here I thought these good-looking men were on that.
We just brushed your bubble. Sorry. It's for you.
I will send you the picture. I should have gotten for this segment. The male Barbie, he calls himself the male Ken, and he's all laid out like perfect.
Well, you see,
anyway,
that's the problem. They always think it's just women.
Right.
So, Ivis, you just
no. Men get theirs done too. I will post some images after the show. And I had one question for us. Okay, here's another question. Why do you think, because even though we're talking about here, but there are women and people in the African community that are, starting to get a lot of body alterations. Why do you think that is, especially when it comes to the backside, that, you get that altered?
A lot of them trying to get into the entertainment world. A lot of it has to do with social media, with all these Instagram models and how people are getting famous on social media for bodies and things that they do in the entertainment line of work. They put a lot of pressure on girls to look a certain way. So I think that that's why most of them are doing it. And then you have the few who do it, if for health reasons or just because they want, it is a personal choice and they want to feel good about themselves, which, isn't, I mean, if you're doing it for yourself, I'm all for you doing it for yourself. If you're doing it because someone else wants to see you looking different and it's to, it's for fame, it's for, I'm not judging, but why should someone else dictate how you look? That's just me.
Yeah, I think definitely.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead, Awa.
That's Jennifer.
No, go ahead.
Oh, what I was gonna say is, I think plastic surgery or body alterations or whatever has changed, right? Back in the day, what we thought about was when you said, "Oh, a lady got her butt done" or something. In your mind, they took a big flat silicone, cut her butt open, and stuck it in there. So, and nowadays things are changing. So I think that's the reason why in the Liberian community or African community, people are finding out that it's not silicone. You can do other things. So that's why it's easy now to just get that done because, and then another thing, when we used to see the white girls back in the day with big butts, we used to be like, oh, wow, this girl got a body and this, that, and the third. We didn't know that she was getting no fat transfer. We didn't know, I personally didn't even know that was a thing. I thought it was just a big fat silicone, like I said. Just take the silicone, stick it in. Whether it's your boobs, your butt, your thighs, whatever. I thought that was the only option back in the day. Like, if you didn't have, because for us Liberian women, most of us, we have natural bodies. So I don't know what is this obsession with the enhancing of your natural body, but in my opinion, you do what it is that makes you happy. Like Ivan said, if you're gonna do it for you and it builds your confidence, go girl, do your thing.
More power.
And I was gonna say too, yes, you're doing it for you, but I feel like a lot of women are pressure from their men. We know that a lot of celebrities did it because they had to fit in the videos. We know that's how it came about. The celebrities doing it. So we knew that was something that was done in their world.
Right.
But I think now the way we are doing it is either to please a man, just for people to talk. And you're right, Jennifer. There are times that people get obsessed with body and just are doing a little too much. And then you start to wonder, were you just doing it to feel good about yourself, or now are you just doing it to please other people? So I think there's a pressure too from the community that they're in or the environment, or most importantly, the men that they're dating. Nowadays, these like all men, you're looking for women with big butt, big it's intimidating for some women that don't have it, that feel like, wait, my man will only like me or want to be with me if I go ahead and do it. So therefore, some of them are doing it just to please their men. It's not so much about pleasing themselves. It's just because they're men. And that's an issue if you're doing it for somebody else. This is your body. This is your temple. This is yours. If you're going to make some changes to it, I'm not against it.
Right.
Sis might be getting her stuff. So, I'm against it at all.
Grabbing some tea. You grabbing some tea?
I'm going to be honest because I don't want nobody
Let me take it.
I'm going to be honest.
Let me take it.
I want to say, before you go move on, I want to say something. And something, and also Liberian men, they are paying for body alteration with the American girls. That's something I kind of hear a lot from where I used to work. And a lot of Liberian men, they are paying for alteration. And it's crazy because you're paying for alteration, but that's not even your girlfriend. So I don't know, you're paying it for you to look at it and see her pass and go find another man.
Good question, Rose.
And also,
Rose, like your business. Don't be EP. Don't be EP. You enemy of progress. Let it trend
and they have to have homes and stuff, and they want to complain like, "Oh, y'all that bring with me, y'all can't, y'all don't want to help us with the bill." But you pay for body alteration, the American woman, and I am a woman. You know, find a woman in the house and do a body alteration there.
Oh, okay.
Well, there you have it.
Well, there you go. Rose done told you. Well, it's actually there's actually like how you guys have seen some people who go overboard or whatever. There's actually like a medical term for it. Body dysmorphic disorder, where it's a mental health order in which you can't stop, thinking about one or more defects in your body, whether it's your breast, whether it's your butt. And that it might be minor to you and I. Like I might look at my nose and be like, "Oh, I don't want to do that." It doesn't. It's a little thing, but for some people, it's an embarrassment. It's their shame. It causes them anxiety. It causes them when they're in social situations, they see themselves in the mirror completely different from what you might see yourself, as being. And this leads me into my next question. Of some people, how they see their skin tone or so, and that can be a whole nother show, but I just want to touch on it a little bit. Do you consider people who like completely bleach to that considered to be like a body alteration, or is that, like 1 minute, like you're completely my color, the next minute you're Snow White or whatsoever, you've changed your whole appearance? Is that an alteration, or is that just
for us? The bleaching community will come for us.
All I'm saying is this. This is what I'm going to say.
Go ahead, Howard.
This is what I'm going to say. I see it as a body alteration because you're changing your natural color into something that you want it to be. Yeah. Or what's the word? You are enhancing your darkness or your lightness, or trying to form this perfect color in your mind. So it'll go back to
in your mind.
It'll go back to originally what we stated about you doing it as a whole. Mentally, are you doing it for yourself? Is this something? Are you trying to fit in, or do you feel like this skin color that you are in doesn't get a lot of attention, so therefore you want to change it? I think it's all about the person's state of mind when they're doing it. So I definitely think it's a form of body alterations because you're moving from one color or you are enhancing one color. I don't think it's, again, if it fits you, do it. If you know that you can explain to somebody why you was dark last week, now you're light, go ahead. Just it's what makes you happy. That's all.
You know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not here to judge anybody. We're just asking questions. I just wanted to know if that you would consider that to be a body alteration, because I know people, it's like, I saw you last week, or I saw you, I haven't seen you in a while. You come back.
Last week.
Oh.
I want to speak on that. I want to speak on the bleaching issue. I'm not judging no one. I love everybody, the black people, the light-skinned people.
That's the black people.
The people. I like the black people. You know what gets to me, like, you was black. I mean, you was that dark skin. And I see you now, you are mulatto. Like, I have a problem with that. That's not putting a low color on your skin. That you're trying to tell God that you made me this color and that's not what I want to be. And you have no right to do that. And then when your friends see you, they don't speak to you. You wonder why? Because I don't recognize you. I'm serious. I see people that used to be black. They look like Jennifer now. And I go past them because I'm like, I don't know that person. Who are you?
Right.
That's ridiculous. Like, I don't know if your mom can be telling you, say, my child, what are you doing to yourself? But if you are my child, I would be upset about that. I don't have a problem you putting a lotion on your skin. But if you leave from dark chocolate to Jennifer color, something is wrong. We need some intervention.
Well, I don't think that's fair, Rose.
I was about to say, isn't that if our frequent do what makes you happy?
Yes, you say it's not right to change your skin color, but it's okay to enhance your boobs or put something in your butt.
Thank you.
Say it is just,
Let me tell you something. Enhancing your butt, you are taking your fat off of your stomach and putting it in your butt. That's
but who are you going to put your fat in your stomach?
Listen, you are using something from your body, putting it somewhere else. I get that. I'm okay with that. But when you were from dark, when I said dark, that got to me. So Jennifer, you turn into a white woman.
No, past Jennifer. It's not Jennifer. It's past Jennifer.
Yeah, it's a white woman.
I know, right?
That color is different. It's not
intervention. You need some help. Something is wrong.
But I agree with Ivis when Ivis said that you're not being fair, because if we say that people are doing it for their own state of mind to make it comfortable,
what makes them happy?
It's a business.
I'm not saying how I'm not saying not your business, but don't get mad if I don't recognize you.
No, I'm not saying it's my business. I'm saying that it's a business.
I know, it's their business, but don't get mad when I don't recognize you.
True.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I knew you.
That's fair. That's fair.
That's fair.
You're not judging or anything like that. For me, I'm not going to judge you. If that's what you want to do, that's fine. I mean, especially with the bleaching part of it. For all of it, sometimes I just worry about the health part of it. You know, you get real health problems from doing some of these procedures. You've seen some women, and especially when you try to do it the back door way, where you go and have somebody do it in the basement or somebody that don't know what they're doing, and things like that. And even with the bleaching later on, you have health problems. But sometimes, like Rose said, all I want you to do, especially my friend, Jill warned me that all I want to know.
I'm going through a transformation.
I'm going through a transition.
Oh, just send a picture. So this is me now.
Yeah.
This is me now.
You know?
Anyway, people.
I want to say one thing before we move on. Let me say something. Eva, let me say something before we move on. When you're bleaching again,
go ahead, Mama. Go ahead.
When you're bleaching again, your knuckles is kind of black. Please help. Please do it right. I mean, get everything right. Get the angle right. The on top of the feet. Do it right. You know. Don't let me. And then when you check my hand, I see dark hand. I don't want to do that. I ain't got time for that.
Oh God.
Get that right.
Y'all please come to Rose class, bleaching 101.
But those are the hardest places to get to change. Your knuckles, your knees, your ears, you know, especially sometimes your lips. You know, some people try to do their lips, so it just doesn't happen. Now, another question is, you know, this is a little personal. Have you ever thought about doing any type of body alterations for yourself? Just thought about it or think about it, or maybe you might, maybe you might not.
Yes, I already told you.
If I had a second baby, I'm doing
what?
So I already told y'all in the beginning that I'm thinking about it, so I can't talk too hard before they come for me when I finally get it done. Oh my God! As soon as what I'm getting done, you gonna find out when you see me.
I mean, for those of us that have a lot of children, like me, I know that I have my babies, whatever. If you feel like you need a little mommy makeover, a little nip and tuck, that fat ain't going nowhere. You tried everything. Listen, I am for it. I am for it.
I've tried it all. I've tried it all.
I'm not for the craziness, not going above and beyond where you can't walk.
Yeah.
You all you're all walking crazy. People are making fun of you. It's like, you know, a little nip and tuck after having your kids. I'm for it.
For me, if I happen to have the second baby, whoever that man is, you have to get me snatched. That
You
is
gotta sign a contract.
Oh,
that's the first one. Baby, honey, you
Let's
gotta
sign this.
sign that paper to get me started. You gotta double the amount because that's
Okay.
pin, and after the pin, I have to travel.
Davis.
So you got
I'm thinking of something. That is a great thing to put in a prenup.
yeah.
If you decide after I have all these babies for you and all this stuff, you decide you want to leave me, you have to put my body back to what it
The way you
was.
met it.
The way you met it. Yes.
the way you met it.
Yes. Because who you coming to leave?
Like this.
Belly all flat. I have all this training for you.
Everything drooping.
But let me
Lies.
just say something though. When I do it, nobody can ask me what you got done because you obviously you're gonna see it. Why you want me to explain it to you? I saw something. No, seriously, I saw something that someone got mad because somebody inboxed and said, "What work you got done?" That's an insult. That's what you asked a not pregnant woman. Are you pregnant? Don't
Yeah.
because if you don't see it, that means that something running into it, right?
No, let me tell y'all the problem I have, right? I know somebody who got something done.
Mm-hmm.
Their butt, to be exact.
Right.
And when they were asked, did you get your butt done? Oh no, I just did squats and exercise. I was like, girl, you are live from the pit of hell. Just 3 months ago, you had ass flat like a pancake. Today, you got a little hump,
Right.
and you mean to tell me, not even just a little hump. I mean, like
Right.
it's
You got a big hump.
yeah. Like,
And then all of a sudden, all your
Exercises do
pictures,
not do that.
all your pictures now is you turning around showing your hump. Like
Yes.
it's obvious.
Yeah. I mean,
You saw the pancake.
leads me into the next question. Do you think some people take it too far?
Oh yeah.
Where they go too extreme and take it too far?
Yeah, especially can I say to the far takers, if you are going to do something like this, at least make it close to natural as possible. Okay, let it fit your body,
especially
let
the
it
behind.
fit. I mean, yes, like because nowadays people can tell when your knees or your legs look like this, and then your butt over it like this. That's not. It gotta match. You understand?
And that the skinny foot, the skinny legs underneath it.
Yes.
You know what I call it? You know what I call it? Have you seen an ant's butt?
Oh God.
The
Yeah.
legs are really skinny, and then it has that big old thing right behind it. That's what I call it because it's like it doesn't match. Your legs are like sticks, and then behind you it's just too much for me now. Maybe the men like it. Need to get some of the men's opinion. Maybe they love it.
Yeah,
Men
let the
comment.
men
Do you
comment.
love that?
Men comment.
About that, the ladies who get the way over. I know y'all like the too much. Y'all like that too much. Y'all, like the just natural one, or just like, if you date somebody that has all those enhancement and did all, especially their butt, the breasts, yeah. But Liberian men, a lot of y'all like their butt. So, are you okay with that?
Wait, can I just say something real quick? Look,
I'm taking
I gotta give a shout out to River Says Pro. He has joined us again. River Says Pro. Maybe he came on later on. Yeah. But brother, you might want to watch the show earlier. But you know what? Either way, I like you. You're back here again. We gave you a shout out. You might want to watch.
Look, I told him that he came a little late, so let's give him that. It's okay. But let me tell you, I've been taking notes. Y'all see me putting my head down. I will make sure that my leg, not small.
Even it out. Even it out.
I will make sure that it fits my body. Most importantly, it fits my body, and it's not too much. Thank you, y'all.
All right. Now let's go to the other side.
To be iotic.
That's it.
I want to go to this. Yes. I don't have to wear clothes.
Now let's go. We're talking about good side of it, let's talk about some of the downside of it, like some of the communication issues that people have. I know somebody asked about, the complications with bleaching and stuff like that. Like sometimes even those procedures you do, depending on who do it and how they do it, I've seen some women, one cheek is there and the other cheek is over there, and they're going east and west, and it's not proportionate or stuff like that. And also the medical complications, especially with the breast, back problems, things like that, and having to go under the knife again to fix it. I think now it's a little bit better, because back in the day, they used to use a lot of that silicone, and that silicone used to give people a lot of complications. But now I see they're taking from your stomach, putting in your back, or putting in your butt, putting in your breast and stuff like that. But some people still have complications, especially if you do too much, So what y'all thoughts, lady?
So since we're on a different complication, can I just say this too? Body alteration is not just about adding on to what you currently have. There's also the need for it. I've known people that had their breast was too big and they could not, they couldn't walk, they had back issues.
Yes.
And they had to go get a breast reduction. So that's another form of body alteration, since we're talking about the other side of it as well. Obviously, in anything you do, there are complications. I remember years ago, I used to warn somebody I know about the effects of long-term bleaching or what it would do to your skin. You are at high risk of skin cancer because the skin layer gets so thin. So you are at high risk of skin cancer. And some people can't go out there when they have bleached so much. They always have to either double layer or can't go under the sun, because the moment the sun hits them, their skin starts to change color. So all of those things are damaging to your skin. So that's one complication that I can think of. Other thing that Eva just said about back issues, you're doing it too much, leg. Like if you're getting that extra big butt, like think about how your 2 feet gonna manage to handle all of that weight that you're carrying upon you. That's too much weight. So just think about that. And people have died under the table. I am, as much as I say to y'all that I'm going to do it, I am terrified of the side effects of the things that will happen afterwards, or even doing surgery, because some people don't make it out. Some people die on the table. So you have to really do your research. If you're thinking about it, do your research. If it's worth it. And if it's worth it, if you're doing it for yourself, just think about it in the long term. What can it do to you? Yeah.
And also, I want to speak on the body odor. I think that's one thing when people do bleaching.
Yeah, they smell like
they do. They have this awful smell. No, they do. I mean, there's I don't know, but it's an awful smell. Even though if you spray yourself, you still have that smell, like a fresh kind of smell.
Pig.
And, like pig. It's there, and that's some of the complications there, and people don't see those things. You don't want to sit among your friends and you're smelling, and people like making faces and stuff. You always want to be comfortable. I like Eva said, I'm not judging nobody, but I just we just want to put a little light on it. Whatever you do in life, once it makes you happy, it makes you happy. But also think about your health. Health is most important, and that's what we care about. We don't want you smelling, and then if something happened, you somewhere, you just take the whole order of the place. We don't want that. So that's
if y'all remember, there was if y'all remember, what's her name? K Michelle.
Yes.
The singer reduction. Yeah, talking about how she had to take that out because
it was infected.
It got infected, and she was having a hard time getting sick and everything like that. So I mean, it's serious. If you, like everyone keeps saying, if you're going to do that, you have to do your research. You have to know, your body. You have to know certain things that you're allergic to. What all those things. you have to know you can't just jump up and go do something because everybody else is doing it, or because you want to look good, or because you want to be Insta famous and all of that. I don't care. I used to get teased when I was younger about being dark. What they called me, baby tar, midnight, everything I got called. And I used to hate being black, hate my dark skin when I was younger. And I grew up, and whatever happened, I just fell in love with being black. And you can't take me back no more.
No
Black
way.
is black ain't whack no more.
Nope.
So,
All right, ladies. Any other comments? We're gonna try to wrap it up. But like my last thoughts is, do like everybody's saying, do what makes you happy, of course, but also think of the consequences and consider those consequences of getting it done, the long-term effects, how it might affect you and your family, or if you're very young, you want to have children again, see how that might affect your body and things like that. So that's just our last thoughts on that. Go ahead.
Topic. I just want to put out there. I like dark skinned people. Even though we're not talking about men turning into be light or whatever, some men do bleaching too. But I like dark skinned men. Something about dark skinned men, it drives me crazy.
Girls, we're going to a whole other subject.
Oh God. I like black people. I like dark skinned people.
Me too, Rose. Light skinned men too pretty.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, y'all light skinned men, y'all too pretty. And I don't trust y'all anyways. But anyways, so I'm all for doing what makes you happy, as we have all said. You want to eat until you can no longer see your thighs when you bend over, go right ahead. All right. You want to inject your lips until you look like Miss Piggy, do you? You want a butt so big somebody can sit a cup on top of it, more power to you. I want perky tits, but the way I'm set up, the fear will kill me before the knife does. Rose Joy, who we setting straight?
Get your mind right. There are times in our lives when we hear certain things, we see certain things, and notice certain things that make us want to lose our mind. We think like, why will you say that? Think that. Why will you even think it's my people? On today's segment, we are getting our minds right. Want to clear my mental, if you know what I mean. So, ladies, ladies, so women that stepping out in the public with married men, stop it, ladies. I am not judging anyone because no one is perfect. However, there is a reason the sentiment of marriage was created. It should be relationship between a man and one woman, not a congregation. If you choose to have an affair with a married man, please let that be your business. Or we don't want you coming up and showing up the places where the people hunt women. That's right. We want you coming to get the poor, bring the poor men outside. No, he ain't married you. And also, if you chose to, please let he decide to come out of function gathering to bring his wife. Please allow the man to bring his wife. No matter how ugly, how big and small, unintelligent, or we can say how like English country, you may think she is because of what he has told you. That is his wife, not you. Get your mind right. I see see it a lot in the community and our society. It's not fun, you know. Nobody care what to do behind closed doors because nobody is perfect. But let the man bring his wife, the one he said he won't marry, he pay money for, the one where he can be in the net with. Don't let him keep her in the net. Let him bring her to life. So the second understand that the thing I pick is not right. We need to start doing that because yeah, get your mind right. Stop coming out here with people married men. Let them bring
We need
family and
we need a whole show.
that non-English speaking women in also because you and one thing I want to say when he will get you money and you going out bring another man out because he's not supposed to be in the public with you anyway. So get beautiful, dress up, and bring your own find another man bring it out, and then the next day you can meet up with him. That's
I know this is get your mind right, but we need a whole segment on this. Okay?
Girl, yes. Yes.
I agree.
Side chicks abort. Side chicks abort. You have been born off the island. You'll find your own place.
We will be back on that topic.
We'll be back on that. But while we come back, before we come back, get your mind right. Stop.
Get your mind right. Okay. So we have come to the end of the show. Thank you to all who've been watching. So now we're going to open up for some calls. But before we open up for some calls, I will read a few comments from our viewers. And let's see. All right. So I have a comment from Edna Dede. Women have been told that women have been told what to do with the lives slash bodies, what to do with their lives slash bodies from generation to generation, from family to society to culture, religion, etc. So whose topic was that? Eva, you want to say something about her comment?
I mean, it's true. We've been told how, especially in the magazines, you see these women that have perfect bodies, they have this, or wear your hair this way, or your hair should look this way, or you need to dress this way. You need to, your body needs to be this certain way. And, and even within our women ourselves, we kind of dictate sometimes what we should wear with each other. So I totally agree with her comment.
Okay. I have a comment for you, Eva, again, from Liberian Queen Dekura. She says, Eva, I ate Ghana fufu the first time in Liberia, and it was good. It was number G. I went to Ghana and had it. It was nasty. No taste.
Yeah. I know about Ghana. I mean, I've had it in Liberia, and it's been good, but I know about Ghana. I know some like Ghanaian people that can really, really cook. We have this war going on, especially with the jollof rice. I mean, I would say our jollof rice is the best. But I know some Ghanaians that can cook and stuff like that. But I know about the Ghana fufu. I've had a Ghana fufu in Liberia, and it's been really good. It's been really good. I agree with her on
Ghanaians
that.
can really cook, Eva. You're right. One of my best friend Joyce, she know how to make that benku and the shito with the okra sauce
and season it.
Shout out to Joyce. She got that kind of food.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But I want to comment on. I'm sorry. The girl. Again, we are not on here to judge anyone. We just putting highlights on certain things that go on around the world, and we also just want to talk to our sisters. Whatever you do, we are concerned about your health. Make sure you are in the best position, not just today, also the future. You want your kids to enjoy you. You want your family to enjoy you. Don't put yourself in something that you will be at risk when you get older. That's all. But we love everybody. whether you do your butt, whether you get light skin like Jennifer or white woman. We love you. We love you.
Okay, I have another comment from Sony. This was earlier. He says, "Hi, LIB Talks. Is there anything like playing victim? Most men think women do this mostly. I guess he meant most of the time. I guess it was in reference to, I think, our viewers' insight when we spoke about what's his name? River says pro comment about feminism and all of that. So I guess Anthony is saying, is there anything like women play victim, and most men think women do this?
I'll say to Anthony, like I stated in the comment, that still does not give you room to be physical with your woman, even if she play victim. There are certain things that you will do that will make her to want to play victim, whatever. But however, we're stating that he shouldn't think that because you're a certain tribe, you like to be beaten on. One. Secondly, that because you are independent, that it kind of means that you're too feminine or you're not feminine. I'm not even sure what he was trying to say. But all I can say to you instantly is this: we are not for violence. Domestic violence needs to stop. The rape culture now, you can see that right now in Liberia, they've been protesting for the last 4 days.
Yeah.
Against rape. Everybody is standing up now. Women being boxed up, Pele, Crew, Loma, whoever it is, does not give you the right to put your hands on her. If she said no, she means no, and that's about it. And you better be glad your woman is independent, because if you got a woman that's so dependent on you, your pocket will suffer.
Exactly. I want to comment to that. Yes, it's true that some women, I wouldn't say necessarily play victim, but there are cases where some women lie on men.
Yeah.
And it's hard to say, because that's not anything that you will know for a fact if a woman is lying. But at the end of the day, once again, I believe in karma. If what happens in the dark happens in the light, even if a man, if things like this happen or whatever, eventually, however long it takes, it will come to light. I think recently too, there was this American guy spent 40 something years in jail, accused of rape, and he went to jail at 20 something, and he was just found clear of everything 40 years later. At the end of the day, even though it took that long, he's been vindicated, So I don't think we should rest on the fact that, women play victim, because at the end of the day, your truth is your truth. Even if she plays victim, if you're telling the truth, stick to it and give the facts. That's it.
Right.
Okay. So we will move into calls. Do we have anyone, any callers? Anyone want to call in?
I'll call up the day.
Come on, people, call in. We are here and ready to receive you and your calls. We want to hear what you have to say.
I don't appear that you have any caller yet, but I'll let you guys know as the calls come through.
Okay.
I guess you guys, the topic today kept everybody scared. I wanted to call in too, but the topic kept me scared. I ain't calling nowhere.
Don't be scared.
Don't be scared.
Iris, I want to, before, while we're waiting for a caller.
Well, Rose, just quick alarm.
I'm in the background.
Yeah.
We do have that nice quote of the day.
Yes. So let me go ahead and just read you all the quote of the day while we wait on everything else and wait on your calls. My body is not yours to critique and discuss. My body is not yours for consumption. My body is my vessel, an archive of experiences, a weapon that has fought battles only I understand, A library of love, pain, struggle, victory, and mystery. Your eyes cannot define all it has endured.
Mm.
Do not place value upon my body, place it upon my being. That is by Sophie Lewis. And we have another one. Feeling beautiful has nothing to do with what you look like. That's by Emma Watson. Deep, 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 deep.
Deep.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love it.
Rose, what was it that you had to say?
Oh yeah, about the I think was Howard that mentioned about the rape the protests. I just wanted to say to the Liberian people, I was so impressed on I think Thursday or Friday. No, Thursday. And I saw Liberian people gather to protest about the rape. And I saw a politician come there, and he's thinking that he's gonna make a speech. And one thing like the group did, I'm so impressed and I'm so happy. And I feel like now we are going to another end of the road. We're thinking better now. And they refused that politician to speak at that event. I'm so happy they did that because it's not about politician or political rhetoric. This is something serious. There's not where you come and get your political credit and stuff like that. So I just want to tell the people, I think they're wearing black or whatever. I just want to tell them, I'm so proud of you guys. That was the best decision ever you guys made. And I'm very impressed what happened that day.
Right.
Okay. So no calls, no callers?
Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you anyway to what? No calls?
No.
Okay, y'all don't be shy now. Come on.
Thank you.
Did you guys really think somebody was going to call in? I had my phone ready to call, but then when I listened to the part about the bleaching and then comparing it to Jennifer and then the backside, I better not call here tonight.
we wanted a man's point of view as far as the backside.
Yeah. Of course, if you want a man point of view, the way you guys were, it was a little too extensive. So I would call, but what if my got in like that? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I'm trying to no. But you know what though? Let me ask a question though, for real. Y'all mentioned something about guys doing enhancement, right? I'm gonna ask, and don't take this no way. I'm gonna ask, how many of you know of doctors who actually carry on these things? I want to know how many of you know about doctors who carry on these enhancement. Because I know Eva said she knows about it, but I didn't hear a lot of you guys say anything about it. But I just want to know. And secondly, what is the side effect? Lo-fi ain't trying to enhance nothing. I'm saying. Okay.
Are you sure?
He's asking for his brother. Go ahead.
For his brother. For his friend.
I'm asking for my cousin's son-in-law, brother, sister. But on the real, so I want to know what are some of the side effects, because in the process to this, I also want to know. I'm thinking, I'm one person. I don't even like needles. I don't like when I see. I don't like going to the hospital. Every time I see the needle, I freak out. I'm like, no. So the process is what I want to know. And before I ask the question about the process, that's why I asked, how many of you ready to know about the process and who carry on some of these things? Before I go any further, let me give you guys the platform, hopefully, to answer to that. Then
Dr. Miami. Dr. Miami.
Dr. Miami.
Oh yeah, Dr. Miami is popular.
Guys, we got a caller. Hello,
okay.
Caller, your name and where you calling from.
My name is Bunny, and I'm calling from Michigan.
Okay, Bunny, go ahead.
I have a question.
Okay, Bunny, go ahead. You have a question.
So, enjoying the show, and thank you, ladies, for so many different points. Appreciate it. But I have a question for the the married the married man topic. Even though I agree, no married person should be involved with anybody else. You should just talk to whoever you decide to take vows with. But my question is, why are the women always blamed for bringing a married man out? Is it a child? Did somebody tell him to leave his married wife to go entertain another woman? Why don't you turn the table and hold the man responsible for his cheating too?
Thank you.
That's my question for the ladies.
So,
Thank you for that question, Vanita. And thank you for watching. Okay, I agree with you 199.999%. Okay, it is very much true. People always got to look at the woman, but what about the low down dirty dog that he is? Okay, and no, I'm speaking on the men that do that. Not all men. I'm saying the men that do that because at the end of the day, let me land. At the end of the day, right? I feel like even though I'm not with the cheating, I still feel like a woman should respect herself. Okay, you should hold yourself at a high standard. But at the end of the day, a woman owes you no loyalty, ma. I'm not married to you. Your husband is married to you.
Thank
I don't owe you any loyalty. So if your man taking me out there, blame him. He's the one that's showing you no respect. I don't know you from Adams. You were never my friend. You were never my nobody. Now, if we're friends, that's a whole different thing. But at the end of the day, this woman owes you not a dime. This is the man who stood in front of God, your family, and everybody and said he was love, cherish you, and be faithful to you. So he's the one that we need to blame.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Say that again.
So when we get into the reason why we're not talking about men here today, because men keep coming on the show and thinking that this show is about putting stuff on them. So we are speaking on the women today. So Carter, that was a good question. But anyway, the reason I talk about women because like obviously we put women to a high standard. And I feel like as a woman, you should know better because men, they think with their eyes. They don't process. They have no the process. Wow. You know, trend, it's not okay. It's not right.
Some men, bro. Some men.
Men think with the eyes. So women, we are very, very thoughtful. We think about things thoroughly. So we should be very mindful what we do. You know, that's the reason why we talk about women not going out with married men. You know, it don't look good on you. You know, nobody here perfect. Trust me. Life brings itself. But we just want to tell our ladies out there, try to minimize it. You know, make it a little bit. Bring the number down. Don't let me see you to a party with somebody's husband and you on his shoulder. I don't want that. You know,
just leave people husband. Period.
No, I mean what they do because
let the woman leave the women to now.
Okay, let the men focus on the wife.
Yes.
Period.
Bring your wife out. Bring your wife out. Bring your wife out and leave the other women out there and stop dressing other women. Dress your wife. Take your wife to the salon. Take your wife to the spa. Make her beautiful because that's what you wanted. Nobody forced your nose in it. You want married quick, you want found quick women in, so you bring them outside. Don't be bringing beautiful girls and outside and leave a woman in the house. We don't want that.
Me, that why will go with you foot to foot. I already get doctors. Jolly that me. When you going, I right behind you.
Exactly.
When we see the in public, know how to position them. You understand what I'm saying? Position.
But if I were a wife, I would dress drunk and go sit down right there and be looking at two of them.
No, not dress drunk.
Oh God.
Dress drunk.
We will both be in stuff.
I love it. I love it. Definitely on a lighter note.
We're not blaming the women. We are not. Look, it takes two to tangle. Okay, so let's be fair. It takes two to tangle. All right.
Yes.
So you knowing that a man is married and you're getting involved into the situation, and then let's be honest. Sometimes these men be lying.
Or they can lie. Or they can lie.
I've been caught in that situation. I'm not even gonna lie. Okay, I've been caught in that situation. My inviting me to his house and everything, and I come to find out you married. Woo, Lord Jesus! I was like, yeah, it's time to go. All right.
Folks, let me just state the number one more time. For those of you who were not opportune to listen to the number to call in is 919-324-6828. Again, it's 919-324-6828. For those of you in Africa and other parts of the world, you want to participate on the LIB Talk Show, the number to call will be 608-416-9794. That's a WhatsApp number. It gives you the opportunity to call. So again, it's 608-416-9794. If you want to call in and participate on the LIB Talk Show with the 5 beautiful ladies in here today, call in and participate. Even though I feel like we men again attacked tonight, I was hoping I would hear from a lot of men. They're not doing it. Rose came out here purposely to attack us men. I was hoping, like I literally should pull the plug off the everything, so we just shut down and act like we had some kind of technical problem. But I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna stay here. I'm gonna hold it like a man. I'm gonna take all the shots that I'm getting tonight.
No, the caller, that caller made me to go there. I didn't want to touch no men's stuff today. They said I like to come for the men. I was on the women tonight, but the caller had me go there. I'm sorry.
You had to go. So you had to go in the men tonight. Okay, well, I was sitting out here, folks. Again, I will state the number. It's 919-324-6828. Stop texting me in my box telling me I talk too fast. No, I don't. 324-828. It's funny how literally tonight I'm like the beat bag. Everybody just hitting on me. The punch bag or whatever it is. You know when you go to the gym, that little thing you have over there.
Punching bag, yep.
Punch bag.
You know why? The people think you're siding with us. They put you on our side today. You on the show.
Ain't no way I am siding with y'all. I am off now. I'm getting myself up right now. After all the punches I got from y'all, no. I was just trying to come in and see if I can ask a couple questions about things that were mentioned, but I think it was clarified that it's just based on certain things. I guess and to be honest with y'all, I think a lot of the things that was discussed here tonight, in defense of some men, again, I said, quote unquote, some men, I think it's a mentality thing or perception. So when you want a woman who has a bigger backside or bigger chest, all these kind of things, I think it's a mentality or perception because it really don't make a difference for the modern world that we live in today. So maybe I think you guys should, if you're gonna do this, maybe you should come back and bring us a little bit of tokens and say, yo, we're gonna give y'all chocolate for being, at least appreciative that those who go and put on, like Rose said, you put the blushing cream. Smell like, and one of y'all said the person smell like pig. Really?
Yes, they smell like pigs.
But can I ask a question, Lofa? And maybe you can't answer for all men, but you can answer from your perspective. What do you think about body alterations? Do you think women need it? Do you think it's too much? What do you think from a man? Because we was hoping that we can hear from a man, but no man called in yet.
No, I mean, and based on what I would say to you, honestly, body alteration should not be based off of someone else's decision or view of your body. All right. If that's how you feel about yourself, I think one of you guys said it over here that, if it's how you feel or you just feel like you need to do it, go ahead and do it. But let it not be based off of what your fiance, your husband, your boyfriend, or somebody may have mentioned to you, and then all of a sudden you feel uncomfortable about how you appear. Now you're going out there trying to invest thousands and thousands of dollars because you want to alter a certain part of your body. No, it should not be that. but then I cannot beat on anybody. To be honest with you, I would not beat on anybody for deciding to pull whatever. You want to make if you want to make the back end bigger, that's on you. Because if you think about it, I think every one of us have done some sort of alteration to our body. You cut your hair. You know you just alter your body, right? Your hair is a part of your body. You cut your hair. Some of you put on eyelashes, right? That is considered alteration, ain't that? You want
to come for the lashes?
We enhancing.
It's enhancement. So I'm just saying, if you feel comfortable doing it, don't let it be based off of some guy who don't even know himself, and he's out there telling you, "Oh, yeah, your boobs ain't big. Your boobs ain't big. Then you about to go and make the boobs bigger." No, don't do that. If you feel comfortable doing it and you feel comfortable in your body, then do it. But if you don't feel comfortable in your body and you think the enhancement will get the attention of the dudes out there, the good guys, don't go after the bad guys, because that's something you're gonna want. Like, but again, do it as comfortable. Make yourself feel comfortable.
So, look, I want to ask you a question before you leave. What is your preference? What do you prefer when it comes to a woman?
I didn't know I had an interview tonight.
You know, I love to save that. We can use that for some other show.
Yes. Yeah, thank you. Let me save that. Maybe another time I'll come in. I will appear on the show and then we can talk about that. But for now, I don't think
you can say it. What's really?
Okay. We have a show coming up.
My preference. I tell you,
you have to think about it. Go think about it and come back. We'll let you think about it.
My preference is go to the gym and make it natural. Don't be like the dude that go and get the extra muscles and they still come out looking like something else. You look like SpongeBob and you run around talking about you tough.
Oh yes, that big upper.
We I think we've come to the end of the show.
Yes.
And so before Jennifer goes and closes us out, everyone join us next Friday, 7 p.m. Our next topic is, can you forgive a friend for sleeping with your man?
Oh, God.
Or woman.
Oh yeah, can you forgive? Woman. Yes. Yes.
Man. Either way.
A man. In a way.
So y'all come back next week. Let's talk.
Let's talk.
No, but honestly, we at LIB Talks just want to give a big thank you to everyone who tuned in tonight, everyone who commented, everyone who shared this live. We appreciate you. We welcome all viewers into our open forum, and we also welcome your comments, your critiques, and suggestions. Your constructive criticism will only help to make us better. And add us on Facebook, LIB Talks, Instagram, LIB Talks, and also please subscribe to our YouTube channel, LIB Talks. See you guys every Friday, 7 p.m.
Okay, we have a
caller who sounds like a dude. Hold on 1 second. Caller, your name and where you calling from? Hello? Hello, caller, your name and where you calling from? Caller, do not listen to your monitor. Listen to me directly. Your name and where you calling from? Hello, caller? Last time. Okay, that caller did not want to call. Just caller from 612 number somewhere in Minnesota area. I believe they wanted to participate, but you can, folks. If you want to, there you go. He calling back. Yeah, she calling back. Hello, caller. Your name and where you calling from?
I'm Latana Duke calling from Minneapolis, Minnesota.
All right, Lieutenant Dukley, welcome to LIB Talk. Excuse me. You got 5 beautiful ladies in the studio tonight, and if you listen to the conversation, what is your contribution or question for them?
Global Julos, I did listen to you guys, and this is my first time, but I'm really interested in knowing something that has to do with You guys talk about rape cases, I know, and I have an impact I want to contribute into that.
Okay.
So, like the other lady said, me as a fighter, especially, I did a criminal justice, and I know how it takes. Because if you do the criminal justice, there's a law that say it is better for you to free 100 prisoners than alleging one innocent. And this is a very good topic that we have to communicate to our sister and brother to see how best we can propagate the real message. Because I experienced it many times in Liberia where women willingly allege people based on their own greed. And which of course we have to preach some of those things to see how best our sisters can avoid some of those things. My brother was one of the victims. He loved to one other girl, or from there when the girl left, he loved to the girlfriend. When the girl came from out, definitely when the girl came from, she would travel somewhere, but when she returned, she met her friend, she met her friend loving to my brother. So lately, the girl never liked the idea, and tried by all means, there was no way, but she ended up alleging my brother for rape case, and my brother is here for 4 years. Later, he was released. So there's a good topic that we can propagate to our sister and brother that indeed rape is a very serious case for you to just allege somebody falsely, and it's happening in our cases and in our society, especially Liberia. So I take this time for us to take into consideration that we can propagate this to our people. Rape is a very serious something. Nobody wants to be alleged falsely, but when it is true, it should be dealt with. So I just take this time to tell you guys that at least it's good to talk about some of those things that are happening in our society. And secondly, it happened to one of the lawyers that gave a lift to a girl from Broad Street to supermarket, and a very blessed girl. When they reached to the police station, before to the police station, the girl covered the girl up, hold the girl hold the man's share up. They say, you have to give me this amount. If you don't give me, I will cry on you that you raped me. And the man was supposed to give money that night. When she get out, she run away. The man went to people. What happened? We all experienced. So I like this show, and I would really love for you guys to at least propagate some of those messages so that our sister and brother can, those that taking it intentionally to reach people caring, they can evolve, and those that really doing it intentionally to get alleged people because of their own greed, let they avoid it, because they said it is important, it is necessary to release 100 prisoners than alleging one innocent. So that is the only one that I have to tell you guys to see reason. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lasana. Thank you. We definitely hear what you're saying, and we appreciate you for calling in and watching the show. Please watch every Friday. Unfortunately, the topic of rape we discussed a few weeks ago, but here and there we touch on it for different purposes and reasons. But again, that's not something that we'll stop advocating about. So please continue to watch us, and when we do speak on that topic again, join us and let us. Let us go back to this call that you made to us so we can be able to discuss it better. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, everyone, for watching.
All right. Thanks for watching. Good night.
Hey, come on in. Welcome to LIB Talks,
where we discuss all the issues, especially the tough ones.
Where does it happen? Live, of course.
Here on Across Africa's Facebook page and on LIB Talks Facebook page.
Every Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Miss the show? watch it again on our YouTube channel, Libtalks.
Hello, hello, hello. My name is Miss Monet. I'm a neo-traditional artist from Mama Liberia. I showcase our Liberian culture and tradition to the rest of the world. And today, you are watching Across Africa TV network.
Hey everyone, my name is Varo. I'm a singer and a songwriter. Welcome to Across Africa Network, your home of information, discussion, sports, entertainment, and many more.
I guess everybody else still on.